Good morning and welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Now, the former national vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Michael Omari, has claimed that the opposition National Democratic Congress is allegedly pushing for a third-term bid by President John Dramani Mahama due to a lack of confidence in other potential leaders within the party. According to him, the NDC's recent internal conversations and public discourse around Mahama possibly returning for another term reveal a deeper issue of the party's inability to identify a strong successor. He argued that if the NDC had confidence in individuals like Asiedu Nketia or Julius Debra, there would be no need to revisit Mahama's eligibility or leadership. Omari emphasized that such a scenario would be impossible in the New Patriotic Party, asserting the party has a robust pipeline of competent leaders capable of taking over at a time. So this is coming from former national vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, and he's not the only person saying this. I've heard a lot of people, especially from the opposition party, allegedly making claims that the current administration want to find their way through, fix things, and then ensure that President Mahama goes in the third time. Now, let's look at this. The Constitution of Ghana does not permit a president to serve more than 2 terms. According to Article 66, Clause 2 of the 1992 Constitution, a person shall not be elected to hold office as a president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. This provision is clear, indicating that a president is limited to serving 2 terms, whether consecutively or not. So in order to change this provision, there will be a bill that will need to be passed through a rigorous process, a referral to the Council of State, publication in Gazette, and then a referendum, where the bill will need to be submitted to a referendum where at least 40% of eligible voters participate and 75% of those voting support the bill. And you see, the Constitution has stated clear that in Article 66, Clause 2, no president will be elected to go for his or her third term. It is not written in the Constitution. And this has been the current song of the opposition party. In as much as I've heard and seen a lot of citizens saying that President Mahama will need to be elected as a president again, it is not stated anywhere in the Constitution. The Constitution is that you are supposed to be elected for your 2 term and then it ends there. The party needs to choose another person who is eligible for that particular position. A person they feel like this person can actually rule the nation. A person they feel like he or she is very competent enough to rule the state, is someone they are going to vote for as a flag bearer for their party. But I don't know why the opposition party is taking this issue so seriously. And I don't know how come they feel as if the National Democratic Congress do not have competent leaders. I'm not in favor of any political party. But saying that they do not have competent leaders like how they do in the New Patriotic Party. Well, the New Patriotic Party have competent leaders. But how far has it taken them as a party? Because as it stands now, we know what is going on in the party. Today, there is a report that 220 MMDCs has approved to this person. The next day, the same people are coming out to tell us that it's a lie. So who are we believing? If truly they have a competent leaders, then I believe there should be some sort of, a united relation between the party, because you can't tell me you have competent leaders in the party whereas there is division already in the party. And that is not why I'm here today. But the main issue is, even if we have a leader and the leader is competent enough and we are seeing the good works of the leader, we see that no, this person is actually bringing improvements into the country and the person is actually serving his last term, there is no way we are going to, vote for the person to come back into office unless there is a bill. And that bill has to pass through due procedures. And I'm not sure that is going to happen in Ghana. I'm not sure it's going to happen in Ghana. Because we feel someone is competent enough, we want to change the bill and then ensure that the person runs the third time. What if the person comes back the third time and do worse? Because I believe no one is to be trusted. In as much as the person is doing the right thing, the person is ensuring that everything is going on smoothly, things changes. We've seen worse things. We've seen people who run for their last term in office and they've done worse. It's not going to happen. Trust me, it's not going to happen in this country, where we are going to re-elect someone because we feel the person has done the right thing. Well, someone might say that it will definitely happen, but trust me, it's going to happen in the hard way if it will. But for me, I believe something of that sort is not going to happen. I'm not sure the country will re-elect President Mahama for the third time, knowing fully well that he's in his last term. He's almost exhausting his last term in office. The best thing they can do is bring out somebody they feel like the person is competent enough to lead the country. Someone they feel like he or she has the heart of the people. He has the will of the people at heart. That is the person they are going to bring on board. You see, it's about time we stop doing this kind of, politics and stuff. And I've heard a lot of people say that the New Patriotic Party are afraid because of what the current administration is doing. But this is not something we should panic about. Even if the person is doing the right thing, whether the person is doing the wrong thing, so long as you are in your last term, when it ends there. We are not going to appoint you again or elect you as a president again. If it happens like that, then it means when we get a worse president, you are going to sit in for three terms. And that means we are going to pass through hell. We've already experienced some before, and trust me, it was a bad experience. A worse one, of course. So if we have a leader, and then we feel like, oh, this person is good, let's do a review of the constitution, let's change some things, and then we allow him to run for the third time, then it means the person that will come after him will also continue with the same lane. And if we get a devil as a leader, then it means we are going to go through a lot in the country. The constitution should remain the constitution. I feel like there are important things in the constitution that needs to be looked into, that needs to be changed. There are lots in the constitution that needs to be reviewed. We are not talking about that. We are so considerate about someone coming for the third term. So, is the New Patriotic Party trying to say that what people are saying, they are panic? Are they really panicking? Are they really, afraid that something of that sort will happen? We the citizens are not going to allow that to happen in this country. No. We are not. We are not. We might have a good leader today. The next day, we don't know who we'll be having as a leader. Because they all come as an angel. They present themselves as an angel. They present themselves as a savior. But at the end of the day, we see something different. We see a different being of the person. Oh, we've heard a lot. Oh, these politicians, they've deceived us for so long. And they are all the same. Both MPP, NDC, PPP, CPP, they are all the same. The same blood is running through their veins. They will tell you a whole lot. Oh, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this. When they come into power, it changes. The seat of the president, is there something they are not telling us about? Because I don't understand. Someone will promise and then immediately they sit on that seat, everything changes. Whether we need to fast and pray, they should tell us that we'll start doing something about it, because it's a different issue altogether. Immediately the person occupied that position, the thinking, the mindset of the person changes, everything changes. But to sit down and keep quiet, to allow a leader run the third term, is not going to happen in this country. It's not going to happen. And even if it will happen the hard way. We are going to stand our grounds and ensure that the previous rules we are abiding with will still continue. In as much as the person is a good person, the person is doing the best thing, we have people in the party that can also continue with that. We have people that are good, that can do better. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.